So about a week ago, I got an order in from France from News Parfums. I made an order about 4 bottles, and with that, they give you a couple new release decants. And it just so happens there was one in there that I have not tried yet. If you guys are part of my channel, you know I like to pick up, whenever there's a bulk release of fragrances, I pick and choose which ones I blind buy and which ones I wait to try before I buy. And with the wait to try ones was included with 1 Million Royal. It's one of the 3 fragrances that are new release designers that I haven't tried this year. And so that's what we are going to be talking about today. By Paco Rabanne, it is 1 Million Royal. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to another fresh edition in the 2023 men's fragrance community, a new fresh release. Again, my name is Randy. If you guys don't know, make sure to subscribe and like, all that good stuff. So I do want to give you a little bit of a heads up. Whenever I did my first impression for this fragrance 2 days ago with my decant, which I have since thrown away, and whenever I do my first impressions, I do an opening 40 seconds, like my intro. Then I do the first 5 minutes of the fragrance, then I cut it off, and then I do the 30 or 40 minute dry down portion. Well, whenever I went to edit it, the intro and this part were corrupted. So I don't have the decant anymore. You will see it when we get to the dry down portion, but I wanted to let you guys know I'm just doing this right now based on what I remember from 2 days ago. When we get to the full review, I will have the bottle, just an FYI. So with that said, today we are talking about a brand new release in the 2023 fragrance community by Paco Rabanne. It is 1 Million Royal. So if you guys are familiar with my channel, again, I like to schedule which fragrances I blind buy based on either notes or rumors or whatever, and the ones that I will wait to pick up, again, based on notes, rumors, and stuff. And Paco Rabanne lately, I didn't like the Elixir that much. It was too heavy for me. I didn't like the Parfum, so I decided to put it on the back burners because I did hear a little bit of negativity about it. So I decided to wait till I could try it. I ordered a fragrance, a bunch of fragrances from News Parfums, and they sent me this weird little sample sprayer that I posted on my community tab. It is one of these things, you pull it up and you flip it back and it turns it into like a little sprayer and you squeeze it. Sometimes it's filled with just air, sometimes it's has a couple sprays in it, but it's pretty crappy. You'll see it when we get, again, to the dry down portion. So, also, I want to let you guys know, for Paco Rabanne, this is kind of a slap in the face on his grave because he did die, rest in peace. But Paco Rabanne is now turning into just Rabanne. Any fragrance from here on in, it will be Rabanne 1 Million Royal, Rabanne Phantom, all that good stuff. So just wanted to let you guys know you will only see Rabanne, not Paco Rabanne. With that said, when you first spray the fragrance on, I really wish I would have picked it up back in the day whenever it was released back in March and it was still cool outside. And I can tell you, I really do like this fragrance. As soon as it starts to get closer to fall, I will pick it up because I really do like it. I wish I would have picked it up, but when you first spray it on, it is chocolatey and gourmand. It really reminds me of 2 fragrances mixed together. It reminds me of Bad Boy Extreme if you only took the chocolate portion from it. It is a really nice milk, like powdery milk chocolate that you mix together with a toned down 1 Million Elixir. So that semi-fruity, warm, spicy, ambery style fragrance, take that and mix it together with a nice helping of powdery milk chocolate. That is what the fragrance is at its core, and especially in the opening, I'd say 10 minutes. Again, I only had a few sprays from this thing. I didn't get a full wear to give you the longevity projection. That is for the full review, which I'm not going to be doing until probably August or so. But I can say, at least from the opening here, it is a really nice chocolatey gourmand that, to me, is definitely better than this. I like Bad Boy Extreme. I think that it does something really nice. I wish the chocolate would stay longer. What it does is it has that chocolate from the original Bad Boy, and then it brings in those aromatics from the original Bad Boy, but just not as prevalent, and that chocolate stays there, but it dissipates and gets a little bit weaker on your skin. It's still a really nice fragrance in itself, but I always like the gourmands and stuff like that, and The chocolate in that, it has a gourmand facet, but it's not like a full gourmand, which this 1 million Royal definitely is. Especially in the opening hour, it is a full gourmand. I don't know after that, but it's almost like, again, you took that amber, warm, spicy 1 million Elixir, toned down the performance, so it's not in your face, toned down the performance to between moderate and above average, and mix that together with a milk chocolate powderiness. And that is what you have in the first, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes of the fragrance before you get into that dry down, which really doesn't change that much. And again, we will get to that portion in a second. But overall, just this opening 5 to 10 minutes that I was talking about 2 days ago, which I'm just repeating to you guys now, is absolutely a stunner for the type of fragrance that it is. Some people who don't like gourmands, they're definitely not going to be interested in it. But to me, this is a good third in the line, right behind Prive, which is my number one, discontinued, but still my favorite Paco Rabanne fragrance ever released. Number two in the line is 1 Million Lucky, so I still like that a little bit more. And this is a close third. I would give it about a 7.9 to an 8. I think it is definitely good for what it's trying to do. It's definitely a fall and winter centric fragrance because it is a powdery chocolate gourmand with that amber toned underwood, that amber wood undertone. But with that said, we're going to get into the dry down portion of this. What I do is I'll be back in about 30 to 40 minutes, let you guys know exactly what I get from that portion of the fragrance. And so without further ado, here we go. All right, guys, so we are back. Again, we are about 25 minutes into 1 Million Royal. Hasn't really changed that much, to be honest with you. I was expecting there to be some form of a major change, but the only thing that really changed is it got softer. So when you first spray it on, it's about above average. There's a chocolate gourmand with this ambery undertone and a little bit of woods and spice. That is the fragrance in a nutshell. It is more of a chocolatey gourmand. In the opening, as you get to the dry down, the only thing that really changes is you get a little bit of this amber wood, like ambery tone. I don't know if it's amber wood. It could be amber mixed with some type of wood. I don't look up the notes for my first impressions. But 1 Million Royal, to me, it's one of the best in the line. At least it's the second best one that's still out there right now. Because my favorite two, again, are Prive, which is a fall fragrance. And then Lucky, which is kind of like a transitional season fragrance. Both of them are my favorite, and both of them are being discontinued. Or Prive's discontinued. Lucky is on its way to being discontinued. It's been like that for 2 years. They keep bringing it back or stalling the discontinuation. Who knows? But with that said, this is my favorite right behind Lucky. At least as of right now. The thing is that, again, it's becoming softer. I sprayed it on my skin, and it is dissipating just a bit. So to me, the best way to put this fragrance without actually having notes in my hand is that it's a chocolatey gourmand that is kind of like Bad Boy Elixir. If you mix it together with a softer version of 1 Million Elixir, which is that kind of amber, fruity, warm and spicy mixture that pushes out really heavy. Well, this one, if you take that down and tone it down and have just that basis of the woods, amber, and spice, that's pretty much what you have mixed together with that chocolate vibe that you get from Bad Boy Extreme. The chocolate, the reason why I keep saying Bad Boy Extreme by Carolina Herrera is that the chocolate reminds me almost exactly like it. It's almost exact. It's like that milk chocolate, and then again, there is this ambery gaiac wood or amber wood that has a little bit of this. It's almost adding like a creamy sweetness, so I wouldn't be surprised to find also like a vanilla or some kind of tonka bean that's providing this vanillic feature to the fragrance. Overall, it is really nice. I think that they did a really good job with this. I would definitely give it around an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's anything that you need to go out and buy right now. I think that you still need to wait for it to come to stores because it is a fall winter fragrance. I don't think that you're going to wear it outside of the fall and winter because it's a chocolate gourmand. Doesn't really have much freshness to it like something like Most Wanted. But with that said, yeah, Bad Boy Extreme mixed with 1 million Elixir toned down. That's exactly the way that I could put this fragrance. I wonder how it's going to change as we get further in. But right now it's sitting at moderate on my skin, so it's definitely not a pusher. But 1 million Royal, if anybody has tried it or bought it, let me know what you guys think about it. For me, I'm surprised because there was a lot of negative feedback about this fragrance, and I actually think that it's one of my favorite from the line. I definitely pick up a bottle. It's sad because the last two, Parfum and Elixir gives me a headache, and Parfum I don't like. So I wasn't able to buy the bottles, which I can't complete my collection. But now at least I can get another 1 million and add to my collection, and I'll be happy to own that and wear it in the fall and winter. I'm just not going to buy it until the fall or winter. But yeah, wait for it to come back in stores so you guys could try it out for yourselves. You have 3 or 4 months until it gets cool out. And again, I'll be back with another one. Thanks so much. Peace out.